Hey everybody, it's Brenda, your Queen Bee of RVs, coming to you from the National RV Training Academy with part 5 of our series, Decoding RVnese. Today I want to share some of the lingo we use around the campground when referring to the types of RVers, types of camping, and the things you might see or want to seek out when you're in those state and national parks or the local place just down the road. You might have already heard others classifying RVers as either full-timers, part-timers, or even weekend warriors. Full-timers are folks who no longer have sticks and bricks or a permanent address in a stationary location, and that means their RV or whatever they're traveling in is where they live full-time. Part-timers have some place that is not an RV that they go to on occasion to either work or rest, and then they hit the road again for a few weeks or months at a time, so they live on the road and off the road. Weekend warriors are those of us who take trips for a few days or maybe a week at a time and do not live out of the RV. Now let's talk about types of camping. Some RVers prefer to camp in parks and locations with what we call full hookups. Hookups are referring to what type of utility connections are available at a particular campsite. They might have full, which usually means electric, water, and sewer. Some have partial, which indicates they're missing one of those three, usually sewer or water. And then there are primitive sites within the campground that don't have any hookups directly at the individual campsite. However, they might have access to water connections at a common shared area, as well as a location for sewer dumping, also known as the dump station. When selecting a site at a particular campground, you might want to pay attention to whether or not your favorite spot has pull-through or back-in sites. One means that you can pull your trailer or motorhome straight through and out the other end when departing. Back in means exactly that. You'll be backing in and leaving the individual campsite from the same entrance. Other RVers like to camp off the grid, also known as boondocking or dry camping, which might take place at one of those parks mentioned earlier or in remote locations like BLM land, which stands for Bureau of Land Management. This style of camping means there is typically no access to any kind of electric, water, or sewer. RVers come prepared with their own water source, maybe generators or solar for electrical needs, and understanding of how long they can maintain this type of experience before they run out of resources, need to go for supplies, or need to offload their holding tanks. There are plenty of funny boondocking terms that have taken shape over the years, like Wally docking, camping at the Walmart parking lot, cracker docking at Cracker Barrel restaurants, and even mooch docking, which is what we do when we RV in someone's driveway. However, please don't try this one until you learn how to do it wisely and safely in regards to your electrical connections. I learned all of this and more at the National RV Training Academy, where I became a certified RV inspector and registered technician, and you can too. Head over to NRVTA.com and click on programs to find out more.